How's everybody doing today? Doing a color rod blowout. So what started as a rod is becoming a tube. I appreciate all of y'all tapping in today. Let me know where you're coming from. Let me know how everybody's doing. I think I'm going to do like a 2 or 3, maybe like a 3 or 4 inch section. Hope everybody's having a good day today so far. Maybe I could teach you some tricks to save money as a glass blower. So as I'm melting, I'm pushing air through the left-hand side to the right. The reason why I'm using the paddle is because I want it to be a similar outer diameter, like a consistency. I'm a glass blower. I'm Zach. I'm in Virginia. How's everybody doing today? Where y'all coming from today? Just looking for my med here. Alright, we got 3 inches. Let me do like another ½ inch and then we'll say this is good to go. This is going to be the neck on a E-rig topper, I think starting next week I really just transition into like cups and other glassware. Like this is the example of what I'm making. Right now this neck, this tip, is what that's going to be. And then you're going to see me prep the base, prep the body, assemble everything together. What's up, everybody? Let me know where y'all are coming from today. Appreciate you tapping in. Y'all make this more valuable when you just smash some buttons like emojis and all that. Appreciate y'all smashing the like and subscribe. What up, what up? Alright, I'm gonna have a sip of coffee. Hold on one second. talk to each other in the comment section, yo. There's like 200 of y'all in there right now. Don't be antisocial. Trying to be a community here, you know what I mean? I think we actually need to turn on my oxygen concentrator. Do y'all want to see what it looks like for me to fill up my oxygen tank? Also, let me know, has this been visible for you, this process? Like you can see the rod becoming a tube? That's spinning pretty straight, guys. Alright, you want to check this out? Smash some buttons if you want to check this out, and for me to teach you a little bit more about what I just did here. Alright, you ready? Check this out. Again. Alright. So, we just made that tube out of that rod. Torch is burning. My GTT Mirage. First stage, second stage, first stage, second stage. After that, what I'm gonna do, so if that's the tip right now, that's the mouthpiece. That is that transparent light blue up top, that's the tip, that's the mouthpiece. Next thing we gotta do is prep the body, get the body going, and then we're gonna smack it on a base, and then that's our E-rig topper. Now for the oxygen concentrator, so you could see I'm running a little low right now. I'm supposed to turn it on when it gets in between 6 and 7 PSI. Not 7, 6 or 7, in between 6 and 7 PSI. So let's do this. We're gonna crack my garage door open. What do you think is in this grow tent, by the way? What do you think is in my grow tent? So we're gonna crack this garage door open. Stop. Right. Going to put this little screen, wedge it in there, so when I jump up, now that's on there like that. Now I go back to my machine, right? I flip on the switch in the back. You hear this a thrumming now. Dr. Trichome, yeah. Yeah. So now these will turn on, and these are my oxygen concentrators. They'll take in the ambient air, purify, concentrate it, and then pump it into this tank. And then you see my regulator, I tap into this tank. So when it gets back to that 160 mark, which is 11 PSI, it'll automatically turn back off. So a fill-up of oxygen is like 10-15 cents of electricity at this point. And yes, inside of my grow tent, let's crack this bad girl open real quick. Bamboo Lab P1S with the Tapo camera mod. Tapo got from Amazon. Carbon filter, inline fan, humidity sensors and whatnot. Have that going out of the grow tent, vented into my big vent with the inline fan and the silence muffler on it, so it's not ridiculously loud like an echo chamber under that vent when I'm blowing glass. Here, let me put this back up real quick. Oh, that's my propane. I use just regular barbecue grillers. My oven. So you know what? Section done. Let's make another little section, maybe using the same color glass. All right. So this is the first 12-inch section that we did today. Right. Now I know it's hard to see possibly there. What color is that, dude? What on earth? This is purple. How did we get a purple out of this? What? See, that's what I'm saying. The metals in these colors sometimes, it's kind of like crazy, dude. Can you see the purple on that? Let me know. Fix my phone right quick. Sorry about that, folks. So right now what we're gonna do is put on another tube and we're gonna prep another section. So I'm using 12 millimeters, so I really don't care, what I'm using at this point. Just gonna use whatever handle is already ready to rock. Oh, I have to do those whip connects. I have to do whip connects today. Alright. You know what? Let's do one more section, color rod section, and then we're going to make the whip connect toppers that I have to make. I forgot I needed to make one milky blue. So let's put this on here. Why not? You know what sucks? The company that I bought this blade from just went out of business. They were like the known entity, or at least one of them, in the glass blowing industry. Like for 20 plus years. They've been one of the main guys and girls to do this, so it was very sad. Their warehouse got damaged in the flood. They were in the Art District, North Carolina. Just after the flood, was not able to recover. get this straight. See, it's like bent a little bit. Dang. Alright, let's go with this. So, how's everybody doing today? Where's everybody coming from? Alright. Let me get this bunting going. Here we go. Alright. I'm a glass blower. I'm Zach. I'm in Virginia, in the US. I appreciate y'all showing me some love today. Smash some thumbs. Hit me with a subscribe. Help me make this real valuable. The more y'all smash buttons, I think the higher the advertisers are willing to pay or whatever, so appreciate y'all. So after we do this section, I need to make 2 of these glass tops. I need to make 2 of these. Alright. Give me, let me have a sip of coffee real quick. How do you like the angle today, by the way? I'm using a new camera gooseneck holder, and I have some mini mic, lav mic on the way, so I'm not screaming at you guys and girls. Do we have any ladies in the chat today? It's usually me and all the fellas. Alright, well, we're all here, and yeah, so riddle me this. There's 500 of y'all in the comment or watching this right now. Do you guys have anything in common that you would want to see? If you were to talk to each other, yo, let's agree, let's tell Zach he needs to make a wine glass. If we all say he should make a wine glass, I bet he'll make a wine glass or something. I don't know. Or daily events. What's going on in your life? right? I'm antisocial. I'm in my garage. I have no friends. How about you be my friend? I'll be your friend. We can be each other's friend. Wouldn't that be nice? We could be friends. Let's see, who do we got in the house today? We got we got cousin, we got Jackie, we got Adele, we got Jackie. I think that might be Russian, I don't know. Some guy on YouTube, what up, homie? Yusuf, what up? This is actually not a bomb, and it is like probably one of the simplest. Dry tops are the simplest form that you can do, honestly. You know, I'm not installing any internal or external drains. There's no perks inside. It's like super straightforward roads. That's what I'm talking about. Anthony asking everybody how they're doing in the chat. Bro, don't leave Anthony hanging. If we're all community, pretend we're all hanging out in the studio together. And Anthony just turned to you, he's like, what's up, y'all? Hope y'all are doing good today. Don't leave that man hanging. I am looking into a lens to use. Alright. First, I need to close this up. So we're going to do one more section of this rod blowout 12 millimeter to make another handle. Just pick away some of that garbage. I'm just going to check the angle real quick on the screen and then we'll get going. Alright, I think that's a little bit better. How close can I get? Trying to milk it for every last drop, you know what I mean? Yo, Cairo, I'm so sorry to hear that, man. Cairo, I hope, love and prayers, man. I'm glad to hear that they're alright. I'm a glass blower. This is borosilicate COE33. This is a color rod blowout. So, I have like a really skinny rod, like a stick, and I'm turning it into a tube. And right now, I'm turning it into a smaller diameter tube because it's going to be a handle on a larger piece. So that's what I'm doing. What up, though? Thanks. What up, Angelo? Appreciate you subscribing, dropping some emojis for me. What up, what up? I have not read that book in so long, I don't even know what the Huckleberry reference is. What else? Hello everybody, hope y'all doing well today, man. Mega Mai Tai, I know I need to get a bunch of rods. Maybe I could get these guys with like ABR or Lampwork Supply or UST Glass. Maybe I could get them to sponsor me some rods and colors and stuff. Balanced. Okay. It's probably cool anyway, to be honest. But cool to the touch. What do you think of mixing and matching some colors? Like I have 5 different colors here. It's just that like I'm not very artistic, so I don't know what colors would look good together, you know? Or at least that's how I kind of view it. Y'all can tell me I'm wrong and crazy. Now I just got to put this rod in and take this out of the way. It's obviously like a long piece, so I had to move my arrow. Alright. So how about also, I'm curious, how long have you been with me in the stream today? Let me know in the comment section, how long have you been in the stream today? And then the next question I'm asking, because again, remember, I'm new to this, so I'm trying to figure this all out. And I don't want to be blasting you guys with ads. How long have you been in the chat today? And then, have you seen any ads? And if you have seen any ads, how many have you seen? I would appreciate that info, because they don't like tell you that stuff. So, how long have you been in the chat? Have you seen any ads? How many ads have you seen? y'all would really be doing me a solid by helping me know that info. Because listen, if I can make a ton of money doing this, I'm setting up a spot everybody can come kick it and chill at. I would rather make money with you guys doing like essentially costing you nothing, you know? And then you can do a bunch of free stuff that normally wouldn't cost you things. I like the idea of community and mutual growth. That is super wobbly. Let's just choke up on that a little bit. Much better. I don't need the entire rod out. And truthfully, like when you see things spinning wobbly, sometimes it's not the machine at all. It's the rod itself. Like the rod is imperfect. Right, so I'm heating it, and then I'm punching through it. I appreciate everybody tapping in today, hitting me with the likes, subscribes, some emojis. So I am turning this rod into this tube. When I puff, I'm pushing. Honestly, I think I just figured out a new way of doing this. That was way easier. Just superheat that, right? Stop. Alright, so the next thing we're going to do is bend the neck on some of these E-rig toppers. I'm going to put this section in the oven real quick. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Why y'all watching YouTube right now? Why aren't you at work? What time is it? What are you all up to? Ooh, can you see the metallic sheen on that? I'm not like a huge fan of the color besides that metallic like sheen to it, which is freaking dope. Alright, let me put this in there. Appreciate everybody tapping in today, by the way. Hey, homie, Puma. No, not really, honestly. I mean, I've been doing this for like almost 10 years, though. Well, I mean, I started in 2017. So I'm very comfortable working by the fire. Like, yes, you might accidentally like bump your hand against something every now and then, but like, you know, accidents happen with whatever you're doing. You could get a paper for it. I think when it comes to this stuff, like the most likely incident's gonna happen is like you're gonna cut yourself on some broken glass by accident. The chances of that happening are not very high, and then like the chances of it being something like semi-serious are less high than that. I'm just loading up real quick, and I gotta do that, you know, off camera. So if you partake, now is the time to get some in for yourself. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna bend the tip on that neck. I mean, yeah, bend that neck. Alright, so I just asked in the comment section, have y'all seen any of the ads today? Might be talking about Hoobs Glass, maybe. Hoobs Glass is really known for like doing the Nike sneaker pieces. Cairo, I don't know what that means, man. Isn't that crazy though? Y'all have been here for how long? How long have you been in this chat? Let me know in the comment section. Man, that's pretty lame. Like, I had a live stream, right? They say this stuff where, hold on, just gotta make sure it's sitting in here straight. Like, you're supposed to make however many dollars after every 1,000 views. I had a live stream that had like 260,000 streams while it was going, like 6,000 people in the chat at the same time, and 99.9% of people did not see an ad. So the total revenue generated from that video was like not even $1. Make that make sense, right? Heating the tip, heating the tip. Have a little bit of cotton mouth. I need more views, bro. I don't see like anybody really having those numbers in their live streams. Like that, I think it had 1.1 thousand watch hours, 268,000 views, like 1.1 thousand emojis smashed or something like that. Make that make sense, man. I'm telling you, I don't even want, like, I would rather make money doing that and sell all of my pieces for like next to nothing on my website and have that just be like a side, you know, hustle almost. Because I know most people cannot afford the crazy ridiculous prices people charge. Same time, they don't want to be stuck getting import pieces because it's not really the culture, you know? Or like cool, I guess. But I don't really care about being cool. I really care about, you know, functional and, hold on. My vent just turned off. Hold on. It says the monetization is good. Yeah. It's a little too intense. So I want to hold it straight. I'm just like straight, side, 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 and then flip. Also trying to keep this straight because the glass is going to fall backwards. So when it falls backwards, I don't want it falling at some awkward angle. I want it to go back straight so I don't have to like mess with it afterwards. No, there's like 1,000% ads on live videos. Like sometimes what I'll do is I'll open up like my personal YouTube page and I'll watch it live on that page while I'm watching live on like the ZHD Glass page. And I get smacked with a ton of ads. I like see these ads all the time. I just don't get it. So I think what I'm going to do here is 2 3/4 inch neck. This is another Puffco topper. We put a fresh scoring blade, scoring knife on there. Okay. So I'm going to say, you know what, let's mark with the Sharpie. Dude, a lot of y'all, so like people who are rocking with me right now, y'all have been here together in the chat for a while. Y'all pretty much spend like an hour a day together at this point. We should all be like homies, you know what I mean? I just have a terrible memory and I'm multitasking. So when y'all drop comments, it keeps it fresh. Alright, scoring. A scoring knife. Now for the snap. Super clean with the freshie, with that fresh scoring mill on there. Bam, bro. Y'all know that was sexy, man. I mean, shoot, dog, you hear me say it every day, because it's always a ton of people that are only here for like 20 seconds. But when it comes to this part of the space, I'm a known entity at this point. I just need to be better at making money doing it. That's my issue. It's not like the originality, the concepts, the brand recognition or whatever. It's like, I need to figure out better ways to monetize what I'm doing. It's like, unfortunately, the largest part of the market is still imported glass that prices, so it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, you have people trying to charge $1,000 for something that an import can get it for like 50 bucks, you know? And if the quality is pretty much identical, or if sometimes the import quality is better if they're using molds, you know what I mean? You're like, oh yeah, we still have to do the milky blue. Alright. We have 2 more toppers and then we'll do the milky blue. laying that open. How's everybody doing today that's still with me? What's up, guys? Alright, hold on. Alright, hold on. I gotta check something on my phone real quick, so I'm about to end the live and then give me like 2 minutes and then I'll start it back up again. I appreciate y'all. Please subscribe, please stay tuned. We'll be back in like a minute.